Hi, I'm Michelle Monge. I'm a pediatric neuro-oncologist and a basic science researcher focused on better understanding and better treating childhood brain tumors. Much of our work depends critically on tissue donations from families. The only way that we're going to understand childhood brain tumors is to study the tumor itself, not just the frozen tissue, but also to be able to culture and study in real time the tumors, how they grow, how they respond to therapy, and really understand what makes them tick so that we can better fight them. That process depends entirely upon families and patients donating their tumors. That sometimes happens at the time of tumor surgery, when we do biopsies or when we resect as much tumor as we can. But the nature of childhood brain tumors are such that often the tissue that we need to study is intricately entwined in the child's normal brain tissue. And the only time that we can study those cells, that cancer that's resulting in the death of the child, is after the child has passed. Early post-mortem tissue donation has been enormously important for progress in childhood brain tumors made in the last several years, and for the transformative progress that I hope we'll be able to make in the coming years. The process of donating a child's brain in the early hours after passing is a complex one on many levels. It's enormously wrought emotionally, and it's very complex logistically. Having dedicated staff to help the research team effectively and efficiently collect the tumor tissue, get it where it needs to go as quickly as possible, and make sure that all of the logistical and procedural components are in place is enormously important and incredibly helpful for research. The Swifty Foundation's focus on enabling and facilitating tumor tissue donation is potentially transformative. It's enormously helpful, it's incredibly important. And their vision for building tissue navigators into regionally strategic locations throughout the United States is going to enable early postmortem tissue donation, I think, to increase exponentially from a logistical standpoint, from an awareness standpoint, and from a procedural standpoint of making those donations happen as effectively and successfully as possible. I'm incredibly grateful to the Swifty Foundation for supporting this kind of personnel and logistical support in my laboratory. I think that adding a tissue navigator to our current efforts is going to increase the number of early postmortem tissue donations that we will be able to achieve, and it will make each donation go more smoothly and be more successful. It will also help us in more quickly and efficiently distributing these incredibly valuable tissue resources to researchers throughout the world who want to also study these childhood brain tumors.